either sand that chassis down with grinder we've got and then paint it with rust converter. So all the rust that's on there should convert, but I'm going to try and get as much rust off as possible before I go in and paint it. I was going to use Amorite, but I saw this stuff and thought, we'll give it a go. I've only bought one tin. If it's any good, we'll buy more tins and we'll get it on, and I'll let you know if it's good or not. Literally, it's been a week since I was last here, and as you can see, that shoot, wherever he is, I know he's in here. He's been nesting there. We've got a little bird in here that's... I heard you. I heard you. So I didn't need to do that. I didn't need to do that. The only two things holding that whole steps. What? Just them two bolts. Nah, it looks like something went in down here. I think it just. At least I can get in here now. Get into the locker a bit easier now. I could take that whole thing out. Could redo it all. Could line it if I put a big subwoofer in it or something. Start coming out and then decided I don't want to come out anymore. I'm just going to stop here. So yeah, that's going to be fun. There it is. Oh, look at that. Banging! Well, same issue again. This one, the rust must all come down here. That, or I'm just attacking it at a wrong angle or something. But yeah, this one's going to need grinding off as well because it's absolutely buggered. I didn't buy this to do this. Quick reminder to anyone that is using a grinder: always wear safety goggles, because I have had metal in my eye and getting it out is not pleasant. The only thing that's holding this wing on now, sometimes it's just better to do it the old way. So you know, you're going to strip it. I could just open the door and this would be much easier to get off. Oh, so that arch actually comes with it. Swish. Air intake goes under the step. So that's why there's no locker under there. But Dave, how are you going to get in? These are still here. They're still going down. There you look. Fairly sturdy. I hate it. I hate it. I think what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to take off the whole bracket. Take off this whole thing. So it all comes off with it, so we can spray that as well. Never in 5 million years will any tool I have get those two off. Without even trying, I know they are not going to come off. They will never, never come out. Well, look at that. All right, calm down. There we go. So this was the bracket. You didn't even take that one off. Fix this with some fiberglass. Looks like it's been worn down. Meaty. Look at that vent. All right, we're going to take off this side panel now. Very simple. There's 4 bolts there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's 4 bolts over here. I'm not going to take this strap off because I don't believe this strap is connected. We're only taking this metal frame off. I don't want to take any of this off because it looks very confusing to put back together, so we don't want to do that. I'm going to put you up somewhere, so if this all goes wrong, you can call the ambulance for me, because it looks very heavy. That's a bit of a shit design. Got this chuffing barring way. You want to see it, don't you? Obviously. You know, whole point of doing this is so you can see me doing it. So, this bar, the lift bar that unhooks it, is right above those two. So I've got to disconnect this. Ah, you son of a... Finger right on the edge of there. Right on the edge of there. Ooh, smacking my front finger. Oh shit. There we go, off. Has it done much, has it? Pointless! Might as well just left it on. Yes, stupid. Ah, it'll move enough. It'll move enough. Right, put it back over here because I need to catch this when it falls and tries murdering me. Why? Here 15 small. Small 15. Sometimes you've got to use the basics. Right, there's only 2 holding it on now. Don't fall off like that. Right? Don't. Do not. Oh. It's heavy. Oh, it's heavy. It's heavy. So all this does, you lift this up here, or you see at the bottom, what you're meant to do is you push it. Obviously, when this is all covered up, you can't get to that. So you push it up via this here, which is very stiff, and it lifts up the spring up there, which holds it in place. And then you obviously just pull that down. So under here, as you can see, it's got like a, where we're looking here, it's got like a little like pin that sits in that plastic there. If you lift that up, pull it towards you, and there you go. That's how it releases it. Yeah. Now, I wouldn't trust that, but yeah, that's how it works. So this side is pretty much fully dismantled. You can see everything. Look at all that. Look at that magic. We could take that. We're going to take it off. We're going to take it off. Screw it. We're taking that off. Why? Why are we taking it off? Because I don't need it. Just pull off. Watch me shins! Amazing that's only held in by 2 bolts. Dude, major. Old Spiders would be well pissed off, like, yeah, you doing me house. That is the side of a Magnum with nothing on it. Does need another wash though, because this is beyond dirty. I mean, you never see it, but still. But now we can get to all this frame. This is what we're after. We want to paint this frame. It does need sanding because we have got a lot of surface rust here. So the whole thing will need sanding down. But yeah, there you go. We can see everything here. See the frame. Get all this painted. Get all this cleaned off. All this garbage. That's all this spider residue. Yeah, we've got a magnet here. I don't know why I've got a magnet, but we've got a magnet. Everything that you see, apart from the fuel tank and the AdBlue tank, we're going to just paint black. We're just going to paint black. Alright, so the whole chassis, all this metal, we'll acid dip. I'll get some acid and I'll acid dip this, try and get it cleaned up. I'm not going to bother polishing it. There's no point. It's under a catwalk. You'll never see it again. As you see, I tried polishing this. It comes up fine. So it is just surface rust. This was the rusty area, and the surface rust has just come straight up. So yeah, it's going to be fine. Absolutely fine. Get this repainted. No holes in it. The other side's worse than this because it has that big rust patch in the middle where it's been hit. Banging! I think we've taken off around about a ton here. Cut that off! Don't freaking rip it apart! Just tap that quick, that's going to be better than just going on and off. So this is the buggered one. You see crack in there. Yeah, don't buy cheap parts. Obviously was not wanting to come out and decided to break my bit off inside it. So when I said I highly recommend, maybe not. I mean, it hasn't even lasted a day. I have put it through some shit like. But yeah, that is that's not good. That's not good. I mean that did not last long. But luckily we do have more expensive parts. I think they cost me about 20 quid, so it's not a massive loss. A bit gutted it didn't last a full day like. So we'll see if this one snaps. I only bought them because I just thought it'd be easier than me doing this all the time. Maybe you should just stick with what you know. We'll see. We'll see if this does the job. If you have a brand new vehicle with no rust and no hard to get out bolts, I would recommend. Well, that's much better. That worked. The treat did that. Looks like another job at grinder, I reckon. Will these come out? I don't know. Of course they will. There's another one on the other side of that. I've got parts!
But I've got no shoes on.
I'm coming. So after that shocking bit with those tools, I'm hoping these are different. I'm hoping these are a bit better. I doubt it, because I paid pretty much the same price. And these tools that are in here are going to be a better quality than said other tool that let me down. No name brand or anything like that. Oh, gorgeous black as well. Just everything I have is black. I know what you're thinking. Ooh, is it Milwaukee? Ooh, is it, you know, DeWalt? Ooh, is it, no, whatever. No, it's Sund Pedal. Chinese. And that box is, it also identifies as a drill. There's a big difference. There's a huge difference. That's Dane's, okay? Been working all day, right? This is mine. There seems to be a size issue here. See this bolt here? Not greased it or anything. Can it get it off? Can it get it off? What are we saying? Remember this cost me about 50 quid-ish, I think. More expensive. Could blow it just doing this, really. Could just really blow it up right now. Alright, 3, 2, 1. I ain't moved for a bit. Alright, this is Dane's. Let's try it bolt next to it. Can you see it? Probably not, because that's it way. Not even moved it. Let's try the bolt that we were on. About the same, to be honest, about the same. Okay, so neither one of them is strong enough to get that nut off. That's warm. That is warm. So not one of them could get that off. Is it hot? It is hot. So not one of them could get that off. Right? They did move it by a bit and then it got stuck again. So yeah, I don't know what that means. I mean, does that mean that's like, you know, you need something a lot bigger and stronger to get that off, or is it just that these two are shit? They were cheap. They were both cheap, right? Both very cheap, and both could not take that nut off. They loosened it, but they couldn't get any further than loosening it. They were just like, oh no, I'm giving up. I bet a DeWalt could get that off, or a Makita, or Milwaukee. I bet they could get it off. Do you prove me point? Send me one. Go on. Everyone send me one. Daily. If you want to prove that your brand is better than these two pieces of shit, cheap crap, right? Send me it and we'll test it on that friggin' nut. P.S. It'll probably be loose by then. I mean, am I gutted that all the tools I've purchased, just under 300 quid, are all shocking? No. Let me show you the tools I've accumulated. So this is what I've been working with, right? So these are the tools that I've been working with, okay? These are the tools I've accumulated over the years of just fixing shit, all right? Just grabbing shit. Like, I need a tool, so I bought it and then shoved it in this box, right? That's all the tools. I can fix any car with all these tools, right? Fix any car. My granddad bought these years ago, right? And they're still good. Not one snaps. I've used these for everything, all right? Use them for everything. These are brilliant. You can always tell my granddad's stuff because he puts MG on everything from Malcolm Greenfield, right? So he bought them. I bought these. I bought them because they look cool, you know, nice colours and stuff. Turns out colours don't mean good. Colours don't mean good at all. Colours mean I spent more time on looking nice rather than doing the job properly, so lesson learned. Do I have much faith in the US Pro tools? I think these look sturdier. I only bought these because they were black. I literally only bought these because they were black. Not a bad price for them, pretty cheap. It's not too bad. Not too bad. It's fine. It feels a bit weird. Like the finish feels weird. It feels very chalky. But who gives a shit? You get quite a lot with this actually. You get a bag. You get all these. Why am I doing it? Why am I advertising it? I'm not getting paid to advertise. Shut up. No, it's a frigging angle grinder. All these tools are shit. No one's paid me to say all about them. They're all crap. Honestly, if you want me to, review your tools, I will be dirt honest, right? I will put them through. This Magnum will put them through the test. If your tools can survive this Magnum, they're good, right? Because I've obviously proven superior is not superior enough. The question is now, what do I do about that? What do I do about that? I need it off. I know something that's a drill and also an impact. Oh, we're about to see if you're any good. We're about to see if you're any good. Have we got any metal drill parts? Let's go. You know something's going to be worth it when it doubles as something else. Hopefully this works. Well, apparently not. He don't do shit.
What it did do is snap my granddad's tools. So this bolt is tight.
I cannot get used to this, can you?
And these are under here. I can't even get to these. It's underneath this. So they need cutting off.
So to explain what's going on here, the bolt that goes through the bumper into the chassis is fine, but the nut that's on the other side of it is meant to be welded to the chassis. That has corroded off and snapped off. And it's not a nut, it's some weird shape square thing. And there's no way getting it off because I can't get no tool in there to hold it.
There's no way I can get my hand. My hand cannot get up there at all.
We've got us boy here. Aren't we? Tell him what happened.
So we're meant to be going to school today. But fell over and busted his lip.
So this little turd, who's meant to be a professional football player, fell over a football and landed on the floor with his face. Forgot that he had hands. Idiot. Can we for a second just appreciate the skill it takes to hit a nut that is underneath a bumper at an angle with a hammer? I mean, I was so proud at this. Amazing.
See?
It's coming loose. It's coming loose, Dave.
Hammers are for men. Look! It's up now.
Can I do? Can this have a stand on now?
What?
My arms are in.
Not even an hour. Not even an hour.
Yes.
Why don't you put it down and I'll tell you what I need you for important parts.
Okay, how do I turn it off?
You've been zoomed in all
How
this
did
time.
how did I do that?
So how long have you been looking at me?
No, I haven't.
This is her problem. Right?
How did I do that?
This is her problem. She doesn't look for the camera. She looks at me.
Yeah, but look at. How did I do that the way I touched anything?
Oh, what's happened here, Laura? Oh, no one will ever know. We can record it.
Oh, shut up.
Oh, look, it's off. It's off. Look at that. Magic. You know, no grinding involved, no hammers, no danger, no nothing. just literally just pull it off. And no one will be the worst. I did all that. Literally all of it. No one else at all.
It really didn't. I saw it.
Ha! I can see why it didn't come off.
There's plenty of rust to go out now.
Plenty of rust to go out now. Look how square that is. Yeah, so cool. Thanks for that, Laura.
He's spreading it over onto my
I've seen it already. I've already got over there.
He's taking over. He's expanding.
Going all the way down.
He'll do another day at this rate.
That is not pain.
It's not. That's all. My area is sweat. Nice and clean.
I like how the closer I get, the more dirt from I
I know what you like with Jess and your guys, you know, this is it.
No, that's Dane that's done that as a joke.
Oh yeah, I don't get 18 tins a month.
I saw you kick on it.
Paint lines on the workshop.
bit rich.
Paint a line on workshop floor and it's not allowed over his area.
No, keep sweeping stuff back.
Well, can you keep your partridges on the outside? Right, front broth.
I can't see. I'm not getting on my knees.
You know what I'm saying? Just bend down so you can see the level. Right, so we've got to grind these off. Right, so we grind these off and then I can just hammer them through, but at the moment they're too thick and they can't get hammered through. But these are the three that won't come off. If you look under there, they're rusted nuts. Nuts are just rusted on. This one's the one we couldn't get out earlier. Right. It's got a nut up back of it, so I think what we're going to do, grind that off, and then we might have to re-thread that, or put a nut up under it, because that is good and stuck. So, come over with me, we're looking at damage. So on the front, the top, we didn't do much damage. You can see, we've got a bit of a line there, but this needs changing here because it's bowed out. That one's very badly damaged, so that whole one needs changing. That is what's underneath.
Beautiful.
It really is. Alright, so we can get started with, we get the grinder out again. We have to charge that grinder because it's dead. And we're going to get sanding down with the sanding disc. We can get all the rough. Alright, so you might notice that we're a bit further back now, a bit more of a wide screen because I've got a new lens on my camera, so you can see so much more now. So I've gone out and bought myself some wire brushes, as they can see, and the reason why I bought these is because the sander that I've used on the grinder wasn't getting into like these areas here. It wasn't getting into these like pittings, whereas I was hoping that the wire brush will get into the pittings so I don't have to like grind down the whole of the metal to get it flat. Because obviously we don't want to make it flat, we don't want to take off too much metal. So using the wire brush to get in the pittings, like I say, it doesn't need to be perfect. Don't need to be perfect. I don't know how many times I've said this, but you're not going to see it. I have tried grinding this with a wire brush. This is real rust, all right? This is bad rust. This is the only bit of rust that is actually really bad, all right? Everything else is just surface rust. There's like all this here, it's just surface rust. There's no actual, like, you know, integral damage to the chassis, you right? But this, and all this is just to carry the batteries. Normally the batteries are on the back of the trailer, at the back of the truck in this section here. So I think this is aftermarket. And I reckon that's why it's doing such a shit job at staying not rusty. Now I could take that off, get a new plate made and just put a new plate on it. But like I keep saying, you're not going to see it, so what's the point? I also reckon the reason why this is rusted so bad is because it's not just water, it's electricity that's got involved with this. Because the battery, as you can see, isn't very well insulated, it isn't covered. So when rain comes, it gets all over this, touches the live of the negative, makes, you know, a current, and then shush, rot, you know? I don't know much about science, but that would explain why there's so much of it, you know? I don't know if that's right or if it's wrong, but that's what I'm saying, right? There are some parts, like this part here, that is, I think that is just mainly surface rust. Like, this is the old paint. Just pull that off. That to me looks like more surface rust than anything. Same over here. This is it's just the paint wasn't very well put on, I think, and it's just got under it and started rusting underneath it. This isn't too bad. It's just this face here. This face is the worst part. But I think get this sanded as much as possible. Try and get rid of as much of it as possible, and it should be fine. I have just seen this. It's like going back in time. This there is a little earth connection there. Now I believe that would have been for the tank. There was a fuel tank in here at one point. It had two tanks. The tank's over there at the moment, but I think it had two tanks, and that would have been there for the tank, I guess. Don't know what that is. I do not know what that is. There's paper in it. It says lights and indicators on it, so I'm guessing that would have been what they were going to use to put side lights on and, you know, make it look pretty in that. Maybe that's good for us. I might even add more onto it. I might add more junction boxes, like one for the lights, which that can be, and then one above it for speakers, maybe. Like put a amplifier in one of them, maybe. What I'm thinking is we're basically going to keep everything down here. All the electronics, most of the electronics, we'll keep down here. All right. I only want like 2 or 3 cables going into the cab itself. I don't want like 500 cables going into the cab. What I'm thinking is I want all the lights that are on this truck to be individually wired up. I don't want them all to be on one wire, right? So like you turn lights on and they're all on, like a normal vehicle would be. I want this to be, I can do what I want. So if I've got like music on, the lights will flash, you know, individually, or, you know, it'll have a motion like a train circuit and stuff like that. So we have to individually wire every light into a junction box that can control those individual lights. It's going to be a hassle. So if you imagine, we're probably going to have like what? Let's round it up to about 40 lights. We're going to have 40 lights on this truck. That's 2 wires per light, so that's 80 wires coming off each of those. All right. Obviously, one's an earth. So that earth can probably go through one circuit. So you're looking at 41 wires, all right? Because you can use one earth for all of it. We need a junction box. I don't know if I mentioned this last week, but Dane got fed up with my mess and has given me a stillage. It's a full-on stillage, a Magnum stillage. All that is on there. Everything I've taken off is on there. Brilliant, absolutely fantastic. I'm happy with that, happy. Right, I'll set you up over here and you can watch some boring prep work. This is definitely the most boring part about doing any modifications or, you know, prep work. Prep work is the most boring part, getting everything ready for the modifications. I don't need to do this, but I think it's going to look good if it does, and plus it helps future, you know, so, you know, 10 years down the line it could be a lot worse than this, and I've protected it by doing this. So it's all about the future. We're making sure that later on I'm not going to have a headache because I've done something stupid. I've left it to rot. So, right, let's get a time lapse going. What have you forgot, Dave? What have you forgot? I'll tell you what you forgot. You forgot your goggles. Do you know that? Because you just took some metal in the eyeball! What did I tell you last week? What did I tell you? Whenever you're grinding, wear eye protection. What happens if you don't? This. Takes 2 seconds to put this on. Takes less time. It takes a lot longer to go to the hospital and get the metal that you've just received in your eyeball taken out. I think it did bounce out though. I think we're lucky. I can't feel it in my eye, but it did hit my eye. It's probably in there, and I'm gonna have to go. Oh, crying out loud! What happens when you don't listen to your own advice, idiot? The metal is not in my eye. I'm not sure what the differences are between these, but this one looks more aggressive, looks a bit more brutal, looks like you do a lot more damage, get a lot more off. It does seem very strong. This one, it's a bit softer by it looks. The one I've got on, which I think is the easiest one to deal with, you know. So let's test it out. I think the best one to get into deep crevices and cracks is going to be this one. Now don't put the lock on this because I don't think you need it. There you go. That wasn't meant to happen. What can I say about this one compared to that one? This is a lot more aggressive. Good for the... You. That's very good for taking off thick rust. It's amazing for stripping paint. It's done. We managed to clean these nuts up, go in between there, which is perfect. It's cleaned this up really nicely. Got into all that. What it did to here, it's not bad at all. Cleaned a bit of it out. But this is the best part. I'll show you what it's doing to the paint. Watch. We'll have this stripped in no time. It does make a mess though. This will definitely be back to pure metal. Fantastic, that's all I want to know. Brand new. Good metal that's good metal. Get all this done. We can prime it properly. We shouldn't have any issues with bumps and lumps. Alright, so a little advice. I can barely hear anything at the moment because I've been doing something. If you have a small handheld grinder, they are good for difficult places, right? But today I brought that one, which is my dad's old one. And let me just tell you this. If you don't think there's a difference between a battery powered and an electric powered, you would be wrong, because I have literally just gone on this for about 2 minutes and look at it. That's amazing. It took so much off. And you know it's not perfect, but look, good metal under there. I am deaf. I've been going at this for quite a while, and can barely hear anything at the moment. Really need to get some hearing protectors. I'm going to bring the headphones tomorrow, I reckon. Get some headphones on because this is so loud and that makes such a racket. But yeah, if you want to watch, I'll show you some. It's very hard to try and do this with one hand. Look at them, oh, brand new. Yeah, it's not going bad at all. I've been going about it for about an hour now. This side's pretty much all done now. That I need a bit more time with that. Probably change out the head for the grinder. I've done a bit more back here just because I got bored and I thought, you know what, why not? So that's coming out nice now. I've got that side to do. I don't want to start painting one side and leave the other side unpainted. I want to get it all done at once, so I'm going to paint it all together. There are some difficult parts that I can't get to, like down behind here. Underneath here, I'm just going to get like a stick and just like break all this paint off. Got that. I can probably still get into there. I literally think that's all it is. It's just the paint was that bad. It's got cracks in it and the paint's got underneath, and that's what started making it rot. I'm not sure if I'm going to use the grinders to paint off of the cab. I don't know if that's a good idea, or if I'll just mark it up. We can talk about it later. Before I go home today, bit of an update on tools, because I want to keep you up to date on the tools that I'm buying. We've been out and bought 2 new sockets. Now this, it's weird, because I bought this full set, and it was meant to be by these. For some reason I got the Superior from Amazon, so I don't know why they sent out this. Must have been like a like for like, I don't know. But there you go. I've sorted them 2 out. Obviously you already know I bought 2 sets of each of these wire wheels. The reason why I bought some stubbies is because I think maybe because these are too long, I'm using them all the time, and there's not a lot of, like, you know, there's a lot of pressure up here when it's all coming up here. So I was thinking, get stubbies, and that should save the damage. I'm hoping. First time in my life I've ever owned an impact gun. And it is a cheap one. It is cheap. My comment still stands. If there's any brand out there that believes that their impact driver can get one of these bolts out, feel free to message me. Let me know what you're thinking. You want to know what you're up against here that didn't get it out. You know, you're against this thing. It's just Sundpei. Obviously it's Chinese. I don't know, what is it? Cordless. It's a cordless impact wrench. Brushless. A lot of writing there that I don't need to know. But yeah, 21 volt battery. That's what you're up against. Send me a like for like. We'll see if we can get that out. Also, this doubles up as a screwdriver. So, you know, you're up against high competition here. You're up against some real machine here that can't do the job. I'm gonna get a toolbox back here, or in this corner somewhere. I need to get a toolbox. I need to find a decent toolbox. So I can pull my tools in. I've got all these tools, but nothing to put them in. I'm just carrying around separately. I need a toolbox. So, yeah. I need a toolbox.